Well, the Battle of Ontario lived up to the hype. Strange bounces, weird goals, back and forth action, and the Leafs' second game in as many nights. Let's talk about it. Matt Murray gets the start, finally facing his old team. For the first time this year, Matthews, Marner, and Nylander start on different lines. It's a fast-paced game right away, going back and forth, and it's really a tight checking game both ways. Murray makes some solid saves with lots of traffic in front of him. McCabe comes up huge from the point, and it's in. First goal is a Leaf. He basically he started the play in his own end, and Matthews took it in and passed it cross, and McCabe followed up his own play and was found all alone and just snapped it home. It was a really good goal on his part to follow up the play. And then McMahon, he's in the lineup tonight, 18 goals in 18 games in the AHL. He's getting in some good reps before the playoffs with the Leafs here. And he's in because Achari was out tonight for precautionary reasons after the game against Carolina and taking that shot to the face. Riley, bad pass causes a 2-on-1. The defense intercepts a cross-crease pass, and Murray with the save. And somehow, the Leafs got tough on defense, clearing guys out of the crease with a bit of authority after the whistles, which was really nice to see, to protect Murray and protect their goalie. And just just a warning to the other team that they're not going to take this kind of crap. And then there's just a weird goal happens. So the puck gets shot into a crowd. Murray's out of his net a bit to cut down on the angle. And the puck deflects about 8 feet in the air and way over Murray and way over everybody's head. And nobody had any idea where it was. And then all of a sudden, you just see it in the back of the net. It just comes straight down on this big trajectory, just like this, and then boom, right into the net. So it was such a fluke goal. But of course, you'll have some moron out there on social media saying that Murray should have had that one. But it's a fluke goal. I don't know how any goalie could have saved that. And then we move to the second. The Senators come out and they're all over the Leafs early. Matthews gets dumped in the corner, no call. Tavares is interfered with to cause an icing. Leafs need to pick it up big time at this point. Leafs keep giving it away in their own end. And then shortly after that, the Leafs are going to the power play after a stick to the hands of Matthews. The pass back on the power play, it's a giveaway. Now, how many times have you seen that throughout the season where they're on the power play, they're really pushing, and then they make a high-risk pass back, and it's intercepted and it's a giveaway. But Murray comes up big again with the save and on the rebound as well, because there was a rebound on that shot, and Murray came up and saved that as well. And again, the Leafs give it away again, and the Sens get a shorthanded goal. The Sens get lucky and make the perfect shot right through a falling defenseman's legs and just goes in. Murray had no chance on that. He couldn't see it. He didn't know where it was going. It went through a falling defenseman's legs, and once again, they get the lucky bounce. The Sens have been so lucky against the Leafs this year with the bounces. Mitch Marner comes right back and ties the game a few seconds later. Say it isn't so. The Sens get another 2-on-1, and Murray makes yet another save. If anybody says that Murray didn't have a good game tonight, they weren't watching the game. The pace picks up and goes end to end. Both sides getting chances, and Matthews in the corner and puts it just above the slot. Jarnkrok with the one-timer, and boom, goes right through the goaltender. And then a goal Leafs go chance to get louder in the building. And then the Leafs find themselves on the penalty kill shortly thereafter. Murray with great stops and tracking the puck well, and the cross-seam passes quite well as well. He really is tracking the puck. The Sens take a penalty with 4 seconds left on their power play. The Leafs come close. Bunting and Nylander drive to the net, and they almost get one. But they were in a little too deep, and it just didn't go for them. The Leafs with another golden opportunity to add to the lead. Sogard coming up large for the Sens. And then Bobby McCann almost gets a huge goal, and what a player he is. He so deserves to be rewarded. He's such a hardworking player. The Sens continue to get a lot of bounces going their way. Leafs managed to stifle the opportunities that the Sens are getting. Crowd reacts to a trip that's not called, and you can clearly see that the Sens player was tripped by one of his own as they were trying to stay onside. And then we move to the third, so buckle up. The Leafs are managing the puck well early. The Go Leafs Go chants, they start up again, and they're even louder this time. And Lafferty has a good rush. Bunting with a 2-on-1 just misses far side down low. The Sens get a huge opportunity, and Murray makes another great save. The Leafs defense are taking huge hits. McCabe takes one to the head against the boards. And then there's a good non-call on a follow-through that hits Stützle in the face. Ottawa pressing again. Matt Murray performing well. Good battle in the Leaf zones. Matthews with the puck, and he passes it to Jarnkrok, who's joining the play to create a 2-on-1. And again, he snaps it home. Leafs lead 4-2. And just like that, Sens score on a nothing play. The Leafs let up for just a second in their own end. And before you know it, it's another unlucky bounce off the defensive stick. Hall takes a penalty on a weak call. The puck hits the toe of your skate harder than what Hall did. Tkachuk feels it and goes down. The Sens pull the goalie, and they tie it up late. A one-timer goes off the shoulder of Murray. Oh, but wait, there's more. The Leafs challenge the offside with 1:53 in the game, and the ref meanders straight to the center ice, and he reluctantly announces,
"After video review, the play is offside."
And just like that, the Leafs are back in action. They're winning the game again. They're by one. And another questionable call on Toronto at this point in time. And I wonder if the refs have bets on the game or what after some of these calls the last couple of nights. Here's another question for you. How many stick infractions are you letting the Sens get away with when they start whacking away on Marner in the Leafs zone? And of course, on the power play, the Sens tied up with the 12 seconds left in the game, and we're off to overtime. In the overtime, it was 5 straight minutes without a whistle. The Sens pressing most of the overtime. The Leafs had a few opportunities, but the Sens owned that overtime period, having the most chances, and Murray coming up hard for those saves. Now we're heading to the shootout. The first shooter and goal each way. Murray saves one off of the knob of his stick. Matthews comes in and scores top shelf. Batherson keeps the Sens alive with a fading shot and scores. Marner with an unreal move, but Sogard saves it. He really stretches out and makes the save on Marner. And now we find ourselves in round 5. Murray with the save. Tavares has the game on his stick and misses the net. Brassard scores for Ottawa. And so now it's up to Bunting, and he goes in and jukes one and scores to tie it again. Off to round 8. Shabbat fumbles the puck, and the Leafs again, they do nothing. And then round 9, Kerfoot walks in and scores for the Leafs. Murray with an outstanding outing tonight. Very strong game. The Leafs win 5-4. Man, it was a strange one in Ottawa, but it was the Battle of Ontario, so that kind of thing happens. It doesn't matter where Ottawa sits in the standings. They do have a lot of pride in that organization. They have a lot of great players there, and they've given Toronto a lot of issues in other games. It's just because it's a Battle of Ontario, it's easy to get up for that kind of a game. If you're an Ottawa Senator, you're not going to the playoffs. So these types of games, they mean something. And now let's just get the hell out of Ottawa and get on to the next one. Overall, it was a good game. Murray played especially well tonight after Samsonov came up with a huge couple of wins there. And Murray knew that he needed to have a good game tonight. And he most certainly did. The game just went back and forth. Lots of opportunities for the Senators. Lots of opportunities for the Leafs. It was a hard checking game. The bounces, for the most part, they went Ottawa's way to really keep them in this game. But Murray came up big when he needed to. And especially in that shootout, went 9 rounds. So that's, fantastic for him to be able to shut the door and allow the Leafs to get one and win the game. The shots on goal, something else. 29 shots on goal for the Leafs and a staggering 52 shots for the Senators. So to say Murray wasn't good is laughable. You know, you obviously weren't watching the game if you think that Murray wasn't that great. The Senators won 54% of the faceoffs, which is something to be said, because usually the Leafs are winning a large percentage of the faceoffs, at least when O'Reilly was in. So you can see the differences there in the faceoff percentage when O'Reilly's in versus when he's out. So it'll be really good once we can get O'Reilly back in the lineup. That is all I have for you. So if you want to stick around for a while and watch the next video over here or over here, and if you're enjoying this content, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and select the bell notification so that you can be notified every time a video is uploaded. Until next time, I appreciate you, and thanks for watching.